Right, shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Waharaka Kodash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And we are evidently entering into a time of great crisis, chaos, judgment, all right, confusion, because that's what multiple, that's what chaos brings. Chaos, multiple crises, it brings confusion. All right, chaos is confusion, and we're heading into that time. Multiple crises all intertwined and happening at the same time. All right, crazy, crazy times. Now, when you look at the word for judgment in the New Testament, one of the words is G2920, which is crisis. All right.
Strong's G 2920, KRISIS. KRISIS.
Right. And it could represent a trial, judgment, a sentence, condemnation, right? Which is where you get the word crisis today. Because a crisis is pretty much a judgment from the Heavenly Father. Right? So you look at the word crisis, it's a decisive point in the progress of a disease. Also vitally important or decisive state of things, point at which change must come for better or worse. From the Latinized form of Greek crisis being a turning point in a disease, that change which indicates recovery or death. Used as such by Hippocrates and Galen, literally judgment, the result of a trial selection from cranium to separate, decide, or judge. Because out of these crises, you either going to be of the elect, meaning you're going to be delivered from these crises, all right, or you're not. And those crises are going to be onto your destruction. All right. Now, what I wanted to go to is the perplexity. You see, because what's increasing is confusion. There's so much going on in the earth that the average person can't wrap their head around anything. You ain't even got your time to wrap your head around everything. Not only is there so much disinformation within the crises, but there's so many different crises ongoing at the same time. It's extremely difficult to concentrate and focus long enough on any one thing to truly understand what the hell is going on if the Spirit of the Lord ain't dealing with you. And that's why the average person or the people in the world, all right, are in a state of confusion because they can't make sense of the chaos and they will not be able to. Only those who have the light, who have the Spirit, the knowledge, wisdom, or understanding of the Heavenly Father will be able to make sense out of this chaos, especially the chaos that's coming, because it's going to get worse. And in the midst of that chaos, a lot of our people are going to make a decision that's going to seal their fate, which is to take that MOTB. Because the MOTB is going to come through crisis. And it is going to be a decisive point. Right? So let's read this, right? Luke 21:25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon earth distress of nations. And you're seeing that. The nations are distressed. There isn't a single country on this earth that's not distressed in multiple ways domestically. Like the UK is distressed in many different ways, from the political sphere, the education system, the police, the justice system. There's crisis everywhere, and it ain't gonna stop. And don't even start talking about America. The problems America has, the crisis, the internal problems that America has are so numerous. That's why everyone's. I mean, what? How do you even begin to tackle it? How do you even begin to digest it? It's too much. It's confusion. So many different stories alternative media and this, that, and the other. Like, what do you even believe? It's confusion, right? So the nations are distressed with perplexity. The sea and the waves ruining. Perplexity meaning what? Lacking in wisdom, lacking in understanding, lacking in resources. Confusion. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Right? Great crises are going to arise, and it's all going to be happening at the same time. Right? You're going to get race riots, class riots, economic collapse, famine, war. You know what I'm saying? All these different things happening, disease, like the people are going to be in a state of utter confusion and chaos. But the only people that are not going to be in that state, in the midst of that chaos and that confusion, that storm, because a storm is chaos, a storm is confusion, is the elect. Why? Because the Lord has given us an anchor, given us the light, given us this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to be stable in the mind, to make decisions, the right decisions, to be able to think and understand in the midst of chaos. All right. Isaiah 33:6 says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." See, it's those that feared the Lord and took heed to the gospel, all right, whose minds are being prepared to withstand the confusion that's coming. Your mind is being prepared through faith and the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to withstand the great confusion. Because we're already in confusion now, but it's going to get worse. And these people are going to bug out when all this great confusion comes. And they're going to do mad things, and they're going to do a lot of wickedness. They're going to do all kind of crazy shit in that state of confusion that they're going to be in. And that's why you can't trust these people in the world. Because they're unstable. All right. You might think you could trust them now, but what happens when all hell breaks loose? Their minds all over the place. Confused. Chaos. All right. We ain't gonna be like that. Because we're gonna understand. And we're gonna have faith. And we're gonna have protection from our power. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We ain't seen nothing yet. We haven't seen nothing yet. This is gonna get way more worse, and it's gonna get worse quick. These crises are gonna start piling up. That's why it says this in Daniel's 12. Daniel's 12:1. "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as there never was since there was a nation, even to that same time." Right? That time of trouble is chaos, confusion, judgment, crisis. "And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book." Because this judgment that's coming is crazy. It's gonna be mad. And you can see the Lord preparing it. It's not just gonna be war. It's gonna be all of the above. That's what I call it. Think of everything that can go wrong. It's gonna go wrong. The Lord is gonna shake this earth up with confusion and chaos. Pick your poison, because it's coming. But the men of the Lord, the people of faith, are not going to be shaken by these things or confused. And that way we ain't going to be taken by the devil and Satan to do that which is not profitable, especially the MOTB. A lot of our people in the state of confusion, they are going to take that MOTB. And that's what Esau's banking on. cry in a state of crisis to get you to bow down and kiss the ring. But the men of the Lord ain't gonna do that. The men of the Lord ain't gonna do that, man. The chosen ones are not gonna do that. There ain't no crisis, because the crisis is without. It will never be within. The crisis may be without, but the elect will never have a crisis within, because the Lord is with them. The Lord's inside. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.